into the pit, and I have another retro review for you. If you like my channel, hit the like button or subscribe for many more reviews and some exciting interviews coming up in the next few weeks and the near future. Pestilence has always been a band that's really amazed me from day one. From when I first heard the song Commandments on Stars on Thrash, I was blown away by this band, and the sheer ferocity of this band is just something that's captivated me, alongside Martin van Druen's really unique and sort of hectic death metal vocals. This band has gone through a lot of transformations, and the early material was very thrash tinged, which was the album Malleus Maleficarum. Still had Randy Meinhardt on second guitar, who's now active again with his band Sacrosanct. But yeah, Pestilence, Malleus Maleficarum, a strong tinge of death metal infused thrash metal, very hectic, very brutal, that album. But the follow-up had me disappointed at first when I first got it. Consvming Impvlse. A friend of mine had this on LP. I took it home and I was expecting more of that sort of really insane riff mania, high speed, all the way through. And no, but the band did a little hook turn there and focused more on a, more typical death metal approach, with more mid-tempo and doomy parts. But over the years, I've really gotten to appreciate this album a lot, and for me, it's a pure death metal album with that really septic sound to it. The really gruesome vocals by Martin van Druen only adding to the gruesomeness of this album. It really sounds gruesome. And songs like Process of Suffocation, Suspended Animation, Chronic Infection, Out of the Body, Echoes of Death, Reduced to Ashes, just wow. You know, those songs, you can literally hear the horror that the lyrics are transporting. So what's less spectacular is the cover. I think they had a better cover in mind at first. I think it's floating around somewhere on the internet. You can see it, which was way better. Sadly, the label sort of went for that. This is not the most spectacular booklet, just lyrics and stuff, the band in the back. Randy Meinhardt, no longer part of the band. He was replaced by Patrick Uterwijk, and but the rest was still Mameli, Marco Forres, and Martin van Druen. Yeah, this came out on Road Racer, and the production was done by Harris Johns in Music Lab Studios in Berlin. So one of those classic Harris Johns productions, really cool. Yes, Pestilence would move on to go a little bit back into the more melodic, technical side of things with Testimony of the Ancients, only to lose a lot of fans with the follow-up to that. The title eludes me at the moment. Spheres, yes, Spheres. Yeah, that had me totally lost, has me lost to this day. And it's after that they took a break, and only then that they just sort of captured me again with about 2 or 3 songs every album they brought out. To this day, I find okay. The rest is sort of, I don't know, not that enjoyable. So I don't find myself reaching for those albums that much. So basically, I always rotate around Consvming and Malleus Maleficarum, which I think are still the best ones. Testimony is very, very good, and I can't really explain why I don't listen to it that much. I can't really explain it, because it's a top-notch album. It's so well produced, also at Morris Sound. It's melodic. It's got all these little intros. There's not really a bad song on there, but I can't really. I guess I'm missing the grit of their earlier albums. Really, it's the only way I can explain it. But yeah, it is a very popular album release. I think a lot of Pestilence fans will probably cite that as their favorite album. But for me, it's really the first 2. So, yeah, if you're not familiar with these early releases, do yourself a favor, check it out. But do be warned, especially on this one, it's a way different style from a band that's always sort of evolved. See you next time.